And now we'd like to present the third part of our exclusive report on North Korea, where we take an up-close look at how the country rings in the new year.
FTV gained permission for a rare wintertime trip to North Korea earlier this month when our reporters went to observe the North Korean people paying tribute to their deceased leaders.
Our exclusive report from FTV News director Anne Hu and her team in the Hermit Kingdom. Pyongyang usually falls silent come night, but North Korea's capital city is a rare scene of activity tonight, with traffic and crowds choking its roads. The crowds grow larger as the night wears on. It turns out these people are out to welcome the arrival of the new year at midnight. In North Korea, there aren't any dances, parties, private gatherings, or nightclubs, so citizens instead gather to watch and listen as bells and fireworks mark the beginning of 2017. On this New Year's Eve, many families went without sleep to take in the spectacle. At the toll of midnight, fireworks lit up the dark sky above Pyongyang, prompting cheers from spectators.
就在五彩缤纷、灿烂耀眼的夜空下，民视新闻在北朝鲜见证2017年的到来。同时呢，就在这个时刻，平壤也有史以来第一次举办别开生面的冰雕艺术节。
The ice sculpture exhibition set up at one side of Kim Il-sung Square was centered around this large circular piece, North Korea's national emblem.
旁边这一座呢？
这是朝鲜劳动党万岁。
那这个意思呢？
自强力第一主义，自己的力量强大了，自己富起来是这个意思。我们自己做的这条船舶，渔船、捕鱼船。
那这个意思呢？
这是伟大的先军政治万岁。
Even the first edition of the Ice Sculpture Festival was permeated with ethnic nationalism. Crowds were still in the streets at 1 a.m. even after the end of celebrations. Residents of Pyongyang traditionally don't sleep on New Year's, when buses and other public transit systems in the city run until 3 and 4 a.m. in the morning. On the first day of 2017, an official public holiday, many of the capital's residents leave their homes around daybreak at 8 a.m. and head for the Grand Monument on Mansu Hill. They lay flowers and bow before bronze statues of the country's two late leaders, Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, in what has become something of a required pilgrimage on every major holiday. It's not unlike the Taiwanese custom of ancestor-worship at yearly festivals. To better understand how North Koreans celebrate the New Year, we applied to visit a private residence. Out of courtesy, we stopped at a local shop to pick up a gift for the family.
你们当地人自己也喝人参茶？会啊。也喝枸杞茶？对啊。哦，好，那我们就来吧。
Families must pass a government screening process before accepting home visits from foreign media.
我们特别情商安排一个住家来探访一下他们过年到底怎么过的，来一起来看。
The 6-person capacity elevator has its own operator.
他一天在这里要几个小时？
아침 10시부터 아침 6시부터 저녁 10시까지 두 교대로.
那晚上10点以后能坐电梯吗？
안 뜹니다.
The elevators in Pyongyang's high-rise apartments stop after 10 p.m. at night to save energy. So residents on the upper floors who go out after that can't avoid getting free lower body workouts.
새해를 축하해요.
이거 설날에 이렇게 찾아와서 고맙습니다.
这是送给他们的人参茶跟
네, 매우 감사합니다. 글쎄, 우린 전 평양기계종합대학 교원입니다. 그다음에 우리 처는 그 중학교 교원이고, 그다음에 우리 딸들도 다 교원합니다. 우리 다 교육자입니다.
可不可以介绍一下过节元旦都怎么过啊？
설명절은 온 집안 식구가 다 뭐야 지금 시집 갔던 딸들도 다 여기 자기 어머니를 축하해서 오고 그다음에 대학생들도 오고 아마 이제 우리 중학교 학생들도 올 겁니다.
过元旦过年晚上是不是都不睡觉？
어젯밤에 다 종소리도 들어 우리 광장에 다 나갔댔습니다. 어젯밤에 나가서 다 즐기고 동상에 가서 대원 스님들 동상에 인사 다 드리고 그렇게 하고 왔습니다.
Husband and wife, both teachers, raised 2 daughters and 1 son. On New Year's, their daughters and granddaughters came home, and even some of Professor Sim's students joined their teacher at his house to ring in 2017.
자,
안녕하십니까?
예,
네, 축하합니다.
你好，学生啊，
예, 우리 대학생들
这是书房。
공부하는 방입니다.
경양 스님께서 보내주신 선물도 있습니다.
那他自己的书在哪里？
책은 여기 있습니다. 이건 정치 서적들이고.
Because it's New Year's Day, they offered us fruit and liquor.
砖糕，女主人说这是她亲手做的。
한번 들어보십시오.
谢谢。
새해를 축하합니다.
喝酒是过年的习俗吗？
설날에 올 때는 설날에 이렇게 손님들 올 때는 이거쯤에 설날 축하해서 손님들한테 대접하는 게 우리 풍습입니다.
The family was generous in hosting us and answered our questions, but didn't seem interested in us or understanding Taiwan's own customs. After the snacks, we said goodbye to Professor Sim and his family and returned on foot to Kim Il-sung Square. More than 1,000 elementary school children had gathered in the square, whipping tops, jumping rope, juggling hacky sacks, and flying kites under the watch of their teachers. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un reportedly ordered the country's schools to bring back these and other traditional games for children to play on the morning of New Year's Day before being allowed to take the afternoon off. In contrast, January 1st is a national holiday in Taiwan. There weren't any other spectators in the square, and both teachers and students refused our interview requests. We couldn't say if the event was staged because the kids were so engaged in their games. But it was yet another example of the unique lifestyle of North Koreans who must constantly be prepared to mobilize under some collective initiative.
民事新闻胡婉玲、李建成、苏启发在北朝鲜平壤的独家跨年采访报道。